This is the best place to visit if you love plants like me. This is Star Nursery, located in East Gwillimbury, Ontario, which is about 30 minutes north of Markham. First up is their collection of pinguicula. I hope I said that right, but basically butterworts, carnivorous plants that eat fungus gnats. And then they have one of the largest collections of Hoyas that I'm aware of, and they have so many different varieties. It was so hard to keep track of the different types that they had. I really enjoyed the Hoya Bella Variegata, the inner type, because look how lush this Hoya is. And they had so many other different types of Hoyas that just really captured my eye. One of the ones that I really enjoyed or particularly paid attention to is the Hoya Carrii inner variegation, because I don't have this in my collection. I already have 3 different types of Hoya Carrii, so I really need to just focus on those 3 because one of them is not growing, the albo. I've never seen this Hoya Patsiae before. It reminds me of like a Hoya Bella, but just a bigger triangular leaf and pretty thin as well. And then there's obviously the Hoya Ficii, which I love, and a lot of really thick leaf Hoyas like Hoya verticillata. One of my favorites is Hoya macrophylla pot of gold. I love how yellow the inner variegation is. And this right here is a beautiful Hoya, Hoya paculata. Again, inner variegation, as you guys can tell. I love inner variegated Hoyas. And this row of Hoyas just kept on going. There were so many different unique varieties I hadn't seen before. For example, I can't remember what this one is. I don't know if this is Hoya sigillatus. Next up is the section of begonias. I only have one begonia in my entire plant collection, and it actually comes from Crystal Star. I think I have the begonia Sinbad Angel Pink. I love my begonias, but I find they're a little bit more high maintenance in that when they get thirsty, they're thirsty. They don't really like to stay dry, and I find that their leaves wilt when they stay dry for too long. Although it's not as big as their Hoya and Orchid collection, they have some succulents that are really cute, like these echeverias. And now onto their Orchid collection. Look at how beautiful this epidendrum is. And this Phalaenopsis right here was humongous. It was tall and the flowers were huge. I also have many orchids from Crystal Star Nursery. I wish that I could have bought this epidendrum because look how petite and pretty it is. But I just can't add orchids to my collection right now because I need to do some plant maintenance and I'm behind. So for me, visiting was enough. The purpose of my visit to Crystal Star was actually to buy plant supplies because I saw that they had tall clear pots on hand, which is what I need for a couple of propagations. And then I wanted to try their new fertilizers, specifically the botanical booster, which you add to water according to the instructions. And then I also needed to buy some soil mixes. I really like the tropical treasure mix, but then I also really like this other one, which is more of like a dupe for Lechuzapon. I like this more than Lechuzapon, and their new rooting riches mix. Thanks for watching. I hope one day you get to visit this beautiful nursery. Check their website for their visiting hours.